So, good day everyone. I am Estrella D. Monreal, and today I am going to explain about the reader response criticism. So, what is reader response criticism? Reader response criticism is a literary criticism that focuses primarily on a reader's reaction to a text. Each and every reader will interpret a text differently between readings depending on the intellect or knowledge of the history of which a text describes mood, personal experiences, ideologies, and culture. It identifies the significant role of a reader in constructing textual meaning. It is also encompasses various approaches to a literature that explore and seek to explain the diversity of readers' response to a literary works. So, when we say reader response criticism, it is all about how the reader explains the text and how the reader interprets about his knowledge and understanding of the text. When we say interpreting, when we say interpreting the reader, when we say interpreting the text, it is all about how we are going to critique about our and how we are going to explain our ideas and knowledge about that text. So there are questions that a reader response critic might ask. Number 1. What factors surrounding my reading of the text are influencing my response? What personal qualities, events relevant to this particular text might influence my response? And number 3, what textual factors might influence my response? So, these are the questions that help the reader response critic on how he or she going to understand about the text. Benefits of reader response criticism. The text forces the reader to look beyond his words and search for a deeper meaning. As a reader interprets differently groups of readers from connection and understanding based on each other's perspective. So, in reader response criticism, there is always a benefits. One of its benefits is it helps the readers to look beyond it helps the readers to look beyond about the words and its meaning. So it is also helpful to us because it we can gain more knowledge and ideas about the text when we are going to interpret it. Disadvantages of reader response criticism. This theory is too subjective because it focuses on the reader's interpretations. Therefore, readers bias and ignore the actual meaning of the text. So, if there is a benefit of the reader response criticism, there is also a disadvantages of reader response criticism. And one of it is too subjective that we cannot that every readers have each interpretations. So when we say bias, it is all about the differences about us on how we are going to differentiate and how we are going to interpret the text. And there is a theorist that explain about the reader response criticism. And she is Louise Rosenblatt. Louise Rosenblatt, she deemed that both of the text and the reader are both equally need to form meaning. She is profound like other critics in her area in belief that between the reader and the text occurs a transaction based on personal association. So when we say transaction, it is all about how the reader deal with the text, how the reader interpret the text, and how the reader going to respond the meaning of the text. And that's all. Thank you.